All right, so we're on our way to New Jersey to take a look at the manufacturing facility where the Feel Confident products are going to be made. So I'm super excited to meet the people there, to take a look at the actual assembly line, to see our products and our containers getting filled with all of the good stuff. So let's see how that goes. Welcome to New Jersey. We made it! Hey Rebecca, how are you?
Rebecca.
Gary, nice to meet you. How many do they do at one time, like in one
So
little
probably
sitting?
in a day we get about anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000.
Okay. It's one thing to just push a product because we have an audience, but it's another to really feel like this is a good product.
Right.
This feels like
Which
my
you
wife
should know.
tries.
As a doctor, you
Yeah,
should.
yeah.
You should
Right.
know.
But it's just so I'm excited for that part of it, not just for people to buy it once, but to be this is great. I'm going to make this a part of my, every day,
routine.
every week, whatever it is.
Absolutely, yes. I'm definitely excited.
Yeah, my wife's loving it. She's like, when are you getting the batch?
Heat it up, mix together, and
Right.
everything else.
Yeah, very cool. Behind us here is where they're actually filling the Feel Confident facial moisturizer bottles. And you can see it takes really a team here to make it possible. So there's a whole assembly line and they're putting everything together and they're taking it one step at a time before it gets into the boxes. And then these boxes are going to get shipped to the distributor in the warehouse, and then they're going to be available for purchase online. This is the R&D portion of the facility. So this is basically where they figure out what to put into the products, all the different components and ingredients that make up a cream, let's say, or a moisturizer or a foam. And we have our own chemist, and our chemist worked with the facilities chemist to make sure that they could replicate the products, the different formulations that our chemist came up with. So it was a very collaborative effort, and this is the room where they test everything to make sure that the products are properly made and that they're safe, and this is where that happens. So Jared, how do you think of a product formulation? Take me through your thought process. Where does it start, and what are the different steps involved?
Well, really the main part is starting with the customer, seeing what they want, because there's so many different types of products on the market. We really want to focus on exactly what prototype or benchmark that they're looking for, just so that you can cater to it exactly to how the customer wants it. We don't want to do the same thing over and over again, because everyone has different needs. So you want to meet all those needs for that customer, and just going through the process of asking what they want, the type of base, what kind of actives they want in it, and really what mode of action they really want to get out of the product.
And what usually takes the longest amount of time? Is it coming up with the concept for the product, or is it testing it in the lab to make sure that you have all the right components together? What do you find usually consumes the most amount of time?
Probably the stability, just because for our stability protocol it takes 3 months. I mean, you could create a great product, but if it's not stable on the shelf, then what use is that? So it really comes down to making a stable product, making sure it passed our official stability protocol for 3 months, and so then you have a safe product for the market.
Yeah, so I think the facility was super cool. I was very impressed by how clean everything is, and it was great to see how collaboratively the team was working to fill the actual containers with the product. And yeah, people were so nice in there, and so yeah, great trip. Really happy that we went out here. As I learned the hard way, it takes a lot of work to get a product to market. It takes a lot of people, it takes a whole village to get this stuff done. From the chemist who helps you come up with the formula for your product, to figuring out, exactly what you want to put into the product that makes it special. The container that the product is in is very important, both for looks and then also functionality. And then you have to actually decide what the design will be like and all of that of the container. And then once you have your design, then you have to get it screen printed, or you have to figure out the label that you want on your container. And once you have all that, you need the actual companies to send you the containers. You need to get then the screen printing or the labels on there. And before you can actually sell the products, you need to get them properly tested. So that's usually done through a third party type of service. We worked with Consumer Product Testing, CPT, in New Jersey as well. And they actually do a whole study, basically a clinical study on, I think it's at least 50 patients, where they check them to make sure that the people are not sensitive to your product, meaning that they're not getting rashes and things like that, and that there are no bad reactions. So all of that is done before you can sell the stuff. And also micro testing, so meaning that they want to make sure that there isn't bacteria and other types of growth in your products. So that's all important. So even though it's not regulated by the FDA, these cosmetic products take a lot of effort to go through all those different steps. And then eventually you have your manufacturer, they fill the containers with the product, and then you're able to get it on shelves, or sell it through the internet, or however you decide to do it. But it was definitely more complicated than I once thought it was. So it's been a learning process for sure. And here it is. We've got our first box of products. Right here. Here's the moisturizer. Let's open it up. Ah, silky smooth skin.
The texture is so good, yeah.
We have our product now, so we'll be putting this up on the site soon. So do you feel confident?
So confident.
Extremely confident.